Hello there, it's Nooch. Hey, it's time to take a look at day 47 of Nooch's free-to-play account on the KYLO quest for searching for Supreme Leader KYLO Ren. Talk about a couple of things here, but the main focus today is going to be how do early game mods work. And this is not going to be a full mods tutorial, but we are going to talk about early game mods, how it works, what you do with them, how you get them, are they worth investing in, etc. So let's take a look at that. Okay, everybody, so here's Nooch's roster. Before we jump into that, let's take a look at where we are with farming for KYLO, Supreme Leader KYLO Ren. I guess we should probably just make these our favorites before we jump in here, but let's take a look. We've got Sith Trooper up at level 73, which is the same. Nooch is at level 73 today. 4 stars. First Order Stormtrooper, you see we're almost done farming. We got Special Forces TIE Pilot over 100 shards, so we've got him ready to go 7 stars. One thing there is Nooch is having to hoard credits because credits are really hard to come by as a free-to-play player, especially since we're farming things twice as fast. So you got to be careful where they're spent. Nooch has to be really careful where he spends them. So I'm kind of holding on to those right now. I'm not going to level up something like First Order Special Forces TIE Pilot, even though I'm using his ship in Arena. Just want to wait on that a little bit. Maybe in the next video we'll talk about hoarding early game. Phasma is kind of where she's been. Hux we're farming, or getting him up there. I think once we get into 4 or 5 stars, maybe be able to put him into our Arena team. So we'll see how that works. First Order TIE Pilot, we're getting close to 6 stars. KYLO Ren on Mass is at 7. First Order Officer, we are probably 3 or 4 days from maxing him at 7 stars, or getting him at least to 100 shards. And Executioner and KYLO are down the road a little bit in Cantina Farms. So all that said, today we're going to talk about mods. Let's go back into our inventory here. Here are our characters. And by the way, Palpatine is at 5 stars. We're working on getting this Rebel team up. We got 7-star Biggs, 7-star Akbar, 6-star Leia. We're going to get started on her next. We have Kanan with enough shards to get to 7-star. And we have Farm Boy Luke at 7 stars. So we're pretty close here. Probably, I'm getting about 700 of these every day, this currency. So that's like every other day I can get 30. So 30, 60, 90. So it's going to be about a week or less, and we'll be going after 7-star Palpatine. That's another thing Nooch is saving those credits for, is to level up these rebels, because a 7-star Palpatine at the top of Nooch's Arena team would look super awesome. Okay, mods. How do early game mods? What work? What do you do with them? How does this go? You can see here, these are Nooch's mods. On Nooch's Arena team, it's Palpatine. We've got our best mods on this Arena team. KYLO Ren, Darth Vader, First Order Officer, and Nooch has been using the Sith Trooper. Mods could be a discussion that goes on for days and days and days, but let's give a real basic overlook. First of all, where do you get the mods? Well, we're all farming them every day, right? We're farming in mod challenges after we finished with the first 8 levels of mod battles. That didn't work. One thing you'll find is that mod battles are the weirdest ones to click on, because if you try to click here, you'll almost always get Cantina. You have to be real direct there. But once you finish level 8 of your mods, I believe that's when the mod farming opens. This won't be open until level 80, and that's fine. We're going to need that later. But at the beginning, we're in mod challenges. Nooch has really focused mostly on these health mods, the crit damage mods, some crit chance mods, and speed. The other ones are important, but they'll come later. We got a few defense mods mixed in there too, but the speed mods are what Nooch has really gone after. Quite honestly, if you have nothing else in your roster, a whole bunch of heavy speed can never steer you wrong. But let's take a close look at why that matters, and talk a little bit more about the mods too. At the beginning of the game, if you look here at Palpatine's mods, it's a 5-star arrow, and that's a speed arrow. You always want on characters that need speed. So like your support characters, your non-tanks, your non-offense. At the end of the game, everybody needs speed except for super tanks like KYLO or Daka, stuff like that. But this 30 speed arrow is going to be on 80 to 90% of your characters when you get to the end game. So look for these speed. If you start off with a primary of 4 speed, even if it's a gray mod, you see our gray mods down here. There it is. Vader has a crit damage mod with 30 speed. You want that. That started as a 4-speed gray mod, but it's 5 dots. The dots, at this point of the game, at the very beginning, the dots are more important than the color for us. Down the road, as we get farther and deeper in the game, we have a bunch of credits and we're able to do more with the mods. Well, actually, you can see right now, we can slice this mod, and that just means we can upgrade it to a green mod. Take it from a tier E to a tier D. This only works with 5-dot mods. It doesn't work with 4, 3, 2, or 1-dot mods. And that's why NOOCH is saying once you get past that initial farming of those 1-dot mods, which comes in, those 1-dot mods are going to come in these mod battles. You're going to get a bunch of 1-dot mods as you work through these 1, 2, 3-dot mods. That's usually the most you're going to get from here. Maybe some 4s and 5s, I guess. But you're going to go through, look, oh, it's only 1s and 2s. That's what we got. At the beginning, the very beginning, you can upgrade those. They're the cheapest to upgrade, and you need credits, right? You're in a credit crunch. But as you move deeper in the game, the 5-dot mods that you can farm out of these farms, and you can also buy them in the mod shop. Don't spend your credits in the mod shop. And we'll look at that real quick right now. That's not here. Sorry, I'm going all over the place, but I'm trying to get this in here. So this is the mod shop. You don't have a million credits to blow on this, guys. Don't even worry about this. This is an end game shop. Don't spend your money here. Now, if you're spending, if you're buying crystals, then yeah, you can go ahead and spend here and look at the shop. But if you're going free to play, or if you're going very cheap to play, don't spend your, look, 4 million. Now, this is a nice mod. It's a protection cross. It's got a health it's got a health, it's a health mod. It's got 4 speed on there. So we could potentially upgrade this and get another 4 speed modifiers in there, and you could have like 20 speed on it. But we don't have 3.91 million credits to spare. If I spent all that on this, I couldn't even upgrade it. So don't use that shop right now. You're just going to use these mod challenges to get your mods. The reason NOOCH is sticking mostly with 5-dot mods on these guys, because down the road, NOOCH will be able to upgrade these mods. Here we've got this blue mod. You can see NOOCH upgraded this to level 15. It starts off at level 1. NOOCH spent the credits. It's like 250,000 credits, 260, 270, something like that, to level up a 5-dot mod to fit level 15. That level 15 is really important because then it makes your set bonuses bigger. I'll get that in 1 second. But once it's leveled up, you see NOOCH could, later in the game, as NOOCH gets more of the mid to end game, slice this into a purple, a tier B mod. We need more of these materials, but we probably wouldn't, because we've already got 2 upgrades for offense, 2 for tenacity. What we really want is just speed. We're just going for speed with these mods. That's all we're going for. We got 7 speed on this purple mod here. We just kind of grabbed it. This is an offense mod. It doesn't work with this set, but we grabbed it because it's got the most speed. We just want Palpatine to be as fast as humanly or as fast as emperorly possible. We're using 1 3-dot mod here because we got it, and it's a speed mod. One thing to note, look at these set bonuses. You can see that the set bonus for speed is 5% speed. But if you and that's a set bonus. If you have everything at level 15, you get 10% speed. That is a big deal. That's an extra 5% speed, and your set for speed is 4. It requires 4 mods. Does it say that in here? Yeah, here we go. So it's required 4 mods for a speed set. You're going to have these on like 80% of your character's speed set, at the beginning especially. Down the road, you're going to be changing that up, and speed becomes, I don't want to say less important, but you find different ways to use the speed, and different characters use different stuff. Offense takes 4, potency takes 2, tenacity. Let's look at these health. Health requires 2 health mods to complete a set. So you could conceivably, if you have 6 level 15 health mods, increase your health by 30%. And let's take a look at somewhere NOOCH has done that, and that is on our buddy KRU, Kylo Ren Unmasked. We have 6 level 15 health mods. That increases his health by 30%. 10 times 3 of those sets, 30%. Health on KYLO is so important. We'll look at his ability in a second. Let's look at the other mods we got on KYLO. Crit Avoidance as his main with a little bit of speed. This Crit Avoidance keeps him from taking crit hits as much. And what KYLO does is he recovers health when he takes damage. So if he doesn't take crit hits, he's going to have a lot better chance. Sometimes on a hit, he can actually gain health instead of losing it. We got defense on his triangle. Probably ideally we'd have health here along with it. We don't have any speed to go there. Down here we got a health cross. We got a health circle. We got defense. These are set. The squares are always offense. Diamonds are always defense. Your circles, your crosses, your triangles, and your arrows can switch up between different primaries up here. Now, one thing of note, if I could slice this to a tier A mod, the gold mods, it would increase one of these abilities. Down the road, you'll be able to slice this again to a 6-dot mod. And when you do that, this health goes from 5.88% up to 10 or 12%. And when you get a full character, and don't quote me on that, that sounds wrong, but it increases your health tremendously. So if I get 4 of these mods that are all 6-dot, then KYLO's just going to be super beefy with a bunch of health. And he's our tank. We want him with a bunch of health. Here's this ability. Focused. No, it's not. Scarred, pardon me. When KYLO takes damage, he recovers 8% health and a random first. Also, that's the main thing we're looking at, and that's why we have him with so much health. So his health right now is 27,000. So 8% of that is roughly, I don't know, 2,100, something like that. So every time he takes damage, he's going to recover 2,100 health. So if somebody hits him and they don't crit and they give him like 1,500 damage, he's actually going to net positive 600 health. And that's why we want a bunch of health on KYLO. And that's really the focus there. And then if we ever end up with KYLO in the leader slot and we have his Zeta on, well, guess what? Because that Zeta's later. With that Zeta, when a first order, where is it? When a first order ally gains a status effect, that's a buff or a debuff, they recover 5% health and 5% protection. So that's even more health recovery for KRU if he's in the leader slot down the road. But initially, it's still with Scarred is getting him health. Now let's talk about the one thing with this that's going to make this team go. We're going to give you an example in Arena. You can use it in Galactic War. You can use it when you get into Grand Arena. You can use it in all facets of the game. And here's the main thing. Oh, we can upgrade our first order officer to gear level 8. We're still going to wait a minute just to make sure that's the right move. Let's look at his speed. Now here's another thing with the mods. You can see in the white over here is the total health, total protection, total speed. The parentheses are what they're getting from the mod set. So from his mod set, extra health, extra protection, whatever. All we want on First Order Officer is speed. Nothing else matters. His speed is extra 63 speed at 198. And we want that because of this ability that when you use this ability on another ally, they gain 100% turn meter. The advantage is fine, and if they're first order, they gain offense up. So if your first order officer outspeeds the other team, he goes first, he passes turn meter to whoever on your team you want to go first. NOOCH uses KRU to stun somebody, and then you've outspeeded the other team, and you've got the initiative on them. So let's go into our squad arena. We got one battle left. We know that our first order officer was he at 196? Was that his speed? Let's take a look again. Let's make sure we got it right because we want to make sure we know what his speed is. He is at 198 speed. So we have first order officer at 198 speed. And Palpatine's our leader. He doesn't give speed to anybody, but he gives a bunch of a turn meter game when people place debuffs right now. He's at 190, so we got 198 for First Order Officer. That's our fastest guy. Here's the team that's our easiest target. Probably on this team, we're looking to outspeed Bastila. Let's see what his Bastila's speed is. If you hold down on that character, you can see it. Now look, he's got a lot of level 1 mods, so he's only getting 5% extra speed from this set, not the full. And this is where you're going to see the difference. Let's take a look here at Bastila. She's only got 6 extra speed at 124. So we know we're going to outspeed Bastila by quite a bit. Let's look at this arrow. 1 speed. It only costs like, I think 17,000 or 18,000 to upgrade these 1-dot mods. So it would really be worth it for him to upgrade this. I think he'd end up with like 14 or 15 extra speed. And that might do him a lot of good in this battle. But right now, he's at 120 something speed. Let's look at all the mods and all of his characters. This is a little better. So these are offense. We got an offense set, but again, they're all at level 1. We got one at level 15 here. That looks like a pretty nice mod. It's got 9 speed. And we have Ahsoka at 110 speed with an extra 11. Guys, you want to get extra speed in these characters as much as possible. I don't care about Mace Windu. I do care about Jedi Knight Anakin. 1-dot mods. Here's a 10-dot. I will say, extra 1 speed, nothing there. But he's got, does he have crit damage here? No. So Anakin's not doing a bunch of damage. We'll talk a lot more about these mods as we go through this, but I want to show you the speed first of all, because it's so important. NOOCH's team is going to outspeed almost all of NOOCH's characters are faster than all of these characters. So we're going to go into this battle. You're going to see us hit it head on, and we're going to get a bunch of turns before they ever even get to go. Not only because we outspeed them, but also because we're going to stun them, and every time one of our characters places a debuff, they're going to gain 5% turn meter. Vader's going to go first because Vader gets extra speed for every Sith on his team and every Jedi or Rebel on the other team. This is double, this is double. Sith and Empire, this is double. Okay, so you can look at his set, you'll see it. We're going to go ahead and just place all of our dots. Now, I'm not going to use my, I'm going to be merciless right here because I need to get these guys down a little bit lower. I want to get rid of Obi-Wan's special if I can, ability block. We didn't get an ability block. Now, here's where it comes in. First Order Officer is going to pass. I know that it looks like my Palpatine's going to outspeed their whole team. Ahsoka might have some turn meter gain here in a second. We'll see. I'm going to pass turn meter to Kylo Ren unmasked. And he's going to stun Anakin because Anakin is the damage dealer on that team. He's the one that really makes it go. Now we're going to use Palpatine. And this is what I'm talking about. They've taken 1 turn. We've already taken several. We're going to clear all of our debuffs right now. Boom, clear them off. He did get a taunt out of his Kenobi. So we're gonna wait a little bit. We're going to have to probably end up killing Obi-Wan here, Old Ben. One nice thing, if we could have got shock on Old Ben, it would have been nice, but we didn't, and that's fine. Now you're going to watch how Kylo's going to be taking damage. We can slow it down a little bit for a minute. I don't want to run out of time. But we're going to watch Kylo take some damage here and see what happens when he does. Let's go ahead and hit everybody for some damage. Okay, let's watch somebody hit. There. He got hit for 3357. He recovered 2100. And that's what we're talking about. Got hit for 2152, recovered 2100. Got hit for 7500, recovered 2100. So he recovers health every time, and he recovers health when he attacks too. So that's what we're talking about. If they can't critically hit him, and he's taking lower damage hits, he's going to recover health. We have a slight problem here in that Kylo doesn't have taunt right now. We need to get him back with taunt, and First Order Officer is about to bite it, and so is our Sith Trooper. So let's see how many debuffs we can get out here. Let's go ahead and take a shot at Anakin and knock his health way down. Not way down, but down. And now we got him to where we can maybe kill him. Now, our basic. We want to hit him with Kylo's basic because if the target was already debuffed and it's his turn, he gains taunt for 1 turn. So we want to hit somebody with debuffs with Kylo's basic. Then he gets taunt again, and that's really important. Now we're going to go back after Jedi Knight Anakin, try to get him out of the game, and boom, there we lost a couple guys. That was pretty brutal, but we're not out of this. You can see right here, this is how powerful this Bastila team is. We're probably going to lose this, even though we've got them outspeeded and outmodded across the board, just because of how good Bastila is and how hard it is to eat through that protection. But you saw there, guys. We didn't do that. Well, we couldn't have got a buff there anyway. We were buff immune, so it looks like we're definitely gonna lose this. But guys, you can see the benefits of outspeeding their team. Check those speeds. You can beat teams that are better than yours if you're able to outspeed them and run your offense the way you want to. We're gonna get a bunch of health back here. That's nice. Let's go ahead and take a shot at Bastila. We need to start getting these health and protection down. We're not going to be able to recover now. Now it's over. We're pretty much toast right now. A couple more hits will do it, and dead. We lost that battle, but you know what? This really demonstrated how powerful those mods can be for speed, for crit avoidance, for health, and everything. Hope this helped you guys with your early game. We showed you where we were in our examples. One more thing to say about mods is when you go into your characters, we're gonna do this. We're gonna create a loadout. You can assign a loadout, and you can see we've already got it assigned here. We've got Darth Vader, Palpatine. These are their mod loadouts that are on these characters. If we create the loadout from Kylo Ren Unmasked, I just created it. Now we go back. Here are his mods. Let's go ahead, and we're going to remove all these mods. And let's go back here. I think we got to do this. Let's remove all these mods. Okay. This is going to cost NOOCH This is going to cost Nooch credits. That's fine. Let's just we're going to remove 3 of them just to save Nooch's credits, because honestly these are pretty valuable right now. I want to look at Kylo Ren's ship real quick. Here it is, the TIE Silencer, and let's look at its stats right now. Right now, with 3 mods removed, it's got 165 speed. Let's write this down. 58, 430 health, 12, 174 protection, and 165 speed. Okay? I'm gonna make it better 5. So if we go back and let's put those mods back on Kylo Ren Unmasked. And how to do that? It's very simple. Click on the little thing here. Even if you click on one of these, you can click off of it and you get it back. Assign the loadout. Assign Kylo Ren Unmasked loadout. There we go. Confirm. That cost Nooch about, I don't know, 9,000 credits, unfortunately. We'll go back. Let's take a look at the ship. Okay, we were at, pardon me, we were at 58, 430 health. Now we're at 59, 992. We were at 12, 174 protection. Now we're at 12, 695. And we were at 165 speed. Now we're at 166. Mods help the character's ship too. It's not a direct thing. The health doesn't help the health. You just put big mods on there. If these were all 5 gold mods, it would be even more. So pay attention to that, because your mods impact your ships and how they function. And you can do the same thing when you're in ship arena. Check the speeds on the other fleet, see what's going on, see if your TIE Silencer outspeeds theirs. Then you go in and fight them. If it doesn't, maybe you're a little more careful. You'll kind of have to learn to see how that goes. Guys, that's all we've got for today for our KYLO Quest free-to-play account. Hopefully this helps you understand mods a little more and helps you pursue your goals and get to where you're going. If you're going after Kylo like Nooch, getting those mods in order and winning in arena, winning in ship arena helps you get crystals, helps you get everything in the game. And while you're reviewing the mods and understanding, remember, Nooch too good. Of course you enjoyed laying witness to this video. Subscribe here on Lord Vader. Watch another video over here. Remember, Nooch too good.